Okay, so I'm going to share my screen so that you can also see the entire screen. Share. Okay, can you please confirm if you can hear me properly, if you can see my screen?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can see your screen.
Okay, thank you. So,
Same to me also as well.
okay, cool. So you go to NetAcad, as you know. That's why it's good to start from IT Essentials so that it's easier now for us to do other stuff. You log on, then you're here. This is our course CCNA1, the first part. You click on launch course. Then you are here. So today we're going to do chapter 1 and 2. They are very simple. So yeah, by my side, I'm going to use my PowerPoint. So I go to CCNA here, CCNA, come here, notes, PowerPoint. So the first chapter, we won't spend too much time because it's only some readings. Networking today. Networking today, we're going to explain the benefit of networking. We can use WhatsApp, we can use Google, YouTube to communicate. And yeah. So we use communication for anything. Communication is almost as important to us as our reliance on air, water, food, and shelter. And you have a video explaining a bit what is Networking Academy. For us, we know already, we did IT sessions. Yeah, so with networking, there is no more boundaries. You can be in South Africa, talk to someone who's in US, in France, in Congo, in China. So we are a global community, human networks. You can create a WhatsApp group, join your friend from US, Europe, Asia. So networking is everywhere. Now, how to make that networking work? That is the role of a network engineer or a IT administrator that we are learning, we are studying. So we'll start with network component. I think I did explain to you a bit last time, but let's check again. So next time I will send you an email with the invite. If not, I have to stop all the time like that and check who want to join. And so sometimes it's a bit. So now who I hear that someone want to join, but I cannot see. I cannot see who want to join. Okay, no, it's fine. No, it's not this slide. So what are the components of a network? So last time we did study that a network has three parts: the endpoint, the intermediary devices, and the cabling. So for end devices, we can have PC, servers, and on servers, a server is like you go to a restaurant and we can offer many foods. Food from Congo, from France, from Nigeria. You can choose. So a server is a big PC. You can do emails on it, web, file. So the client, the users, they need to ask what they need to do. So why I cannot see, we request someone to join. Who is that? Admit. So yeah, here there is nothing interesting. So with three parts, we have end devices. End devices is any part, any device the employees or the student can touch, like PC, servers. And so an end device is where a message originates from and where it receive. It's fine. Then we have the intermediary devices, the routers. And so you should now know the icons. If you see something like that, it's a switch. If you see something like that, it's a router. Something like that, it's a firewall. So we have the laptops, PCs, printers. We call them end devices. Now we are all going to get linked to one of these devices to go to the internet. That's why we call them intermediary network device. Then the last part of a network, we have the cabling. We can have a copper with normal network cables. You can have fiber. I think we did that on Monday at Scalabrini. And you have wireless. You can connect via Wi-Fi. You can connect via fiber at home, or you can use the normal network cable. So these are the three parts of, okay, let me check my notes here. I prefer that I go. So if you have questions, just unmute yourself and tell us your name and you ask your question. Feel free. If you cannot see my screen, you cannot hear me, please let me know, because sometimes I don't. Yeah, let me check this one. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so this is an example of network. Normally, I should have asked you to do this design and send to me. I'm going to copy it at the end of your class. And devices. So you can quickly, 1 minute, just read again these three. Yeah, 1 minute quickly and we continue. If you want to copy my screen and make your own notes, you can do so, no problem. Okay, so you know now what is the definition of a network? A network is a collection of items. It can be routers, it can be printers, it can be it's a collection of items. They are all interconnected and they communicate between themselves. This is the definition of a network. It's a list of items, a collection of everything here. They are all connected and they communicate, what we call a network. So these are the three parts of a network. If you want to copy the screen, feel free, but everything is NetAcad. I just take it from NetAcad and make it short, quicker for you. Who want to join? Who is that? One. Okay, so you can quickly. No, it's not this one. You can check. So from time to time, I'll ask you questions in your WhatsApp group just to make sure that you study. Okay, we continue. So when you connect When you want to connect a PC to a switch or a PC or a laptop to whatever, you cannot just choose any type of cable. So if you want to use a network cable that we saw last time, we have some rules. If we have a straight through cable, we have a chapter for that, no worries, and we have a crossover cable. So you should know which cable you need to use when you want to connect a device. So please check this one. If you want to copy the screen, feel free to study it. Okay, so after you, so we have also three types of network cables. We have, so I'm going to write it here. We have three types, three types of network cable. Mm. We have straight, straight. We have, okay, straight through. We have the crossover cable, and we have the console cable. Console cable. I will show you again when we go to Calabrini, console cable or roll over cable. We have a chapter for that, so no worries. For now, just check this one only. Straight through cable. Um, Crossover cable. Yeah, so these are the three types of cables, of network cables you should know. How we identify a straight through cable. If you have a network cable, you have a two with two RJ45. If you take one, so check how the colors are. If you start with blue, yellow, here also is blue, yellow. If after that it's green, black, here is green, black. So the order of the color is the same. That's why we see straight through cable. You see here, number one is the same like number one, number two is number one here is the same like number one, number two is the same. See, straight through cable. If it's the opposite, if here is 1, 2, 3, 4, and here is 4, 3, 2, 1, if it's the opposite, we call it a rollover cable or a console cable. We use a console cable to do basic configs. If you just purchase your device, you want to make some basic configs, you can go there. So I'll do some demo, all this stuff, no worries for that. And crossover cable, the order is changed. So if you see that a cable, the order is the same, it's a straight through cable. If you see that the order is the opposite, it's a rollover cable. Else, it's a crossover cable. When we use them, use straight through cable if you want to connect a switch to a router, all this stuff. I'm going to open my packet tracer and show you. If you have questions, unmute yourself, tell us your name, and ask your questions. Sometimes if you see me, I'm quiet. I'm checking the WhatsApp group if someone has an issue, trying to help. So here you can see connections. One second. I'm helping someone. Okay, so if you come here, you'll see connections. You click on it, and you'll see different type of cables. The first one, the orange one, is automatic. It will help you to choose the best one. But for now, we can use, but soon we want to use it. So if you hover with the mouse, you'll see the name down here. So here's a console cable. You can see down here. If you come here, it's a straight through cable. You see here, down here. If you come here, it's a crossover cable. You see the name, and so forth. So as a network engineer, you should know the type of cables. Here is for the phone, and you see the name here. This one is a coax. The DSTV cable, we connect to the DSTV box, and serial cable and all this stuff. We'll have time to do them, no worries. We continue. So you know the different type of cablings. So normally that's all for chapter 1. Let me go back. And if we ask how we can organize a network, remember, if a PC or a phone or a laptop, a tablet, anything needs to connect to the network, they need a card, network interface card, a NIC. It's that card that will allow you to go to the network. Else, if you want to use wireless, we must have a wireless interface card, wireless card inside. So, okay, this one's not too much important. If something is very important, I'll tell you. Let me check here. Okay, sometimes they can say physical topology. The physical topology is how physically you organize your room or your bedroom. How are you going to organize your bed, your TV, what physically? Now we have logical topology, is the communication, the flow of traffic inside your component. The flow of traffic, the IP addresses, the name of interfaces, then we call it logical topology. Who want to join? So next time I'll send you an email and to join, because this one, it's disturbing us a lot. So physical topology, logical topology, you know, come on top of networks. Okay, so a network we have, so it depends on the size. If it's a big size, like linking US, Africa, Asia, we call it a wide area network. If it's home only, we call it a small home network, a small home or what. But anyway, this one, what is the best to know is we have 3. We have the LAN, local area network, like in a classroom or at the building, at office. We call it a local area network. Then when it's too big, you have let's say you're a Standard Bank, you have Standard Bank in South Africa, in Congo, in Nigeria, in America. If you connect all of them, you call it a WAN, wide area network. And we also have another one called MAN, Metropolitan Area Network, like it's for a city. So City of Cape Town can offer free Wi-Fi. And so that Wi-Fi is covering the metropolitan, the city network. So the types of networks is about the size. If it's a company or a classroom, we call it a LAN. If it's a city, like City of Cape Town, we call it a metropolitan area network, a MAN. And if it's a continent or the global Earth, we call it a wide area network. So we can check this one. You can read 1 minute and we continue. So you can read. If you have questions, you can ask. Okay, so we can continue. The internet is what is, if we connect all the lands and all the ones, we have what we call internet. So the internet is a worldwide collection of interconnected LAN and WANs. If all the networks you put them in one, we call them the internet. So the internet is managed by these organizations. For example, if you play soccer, FIFA is the big body that will rule the soccer. They can organize the World Cup, they can organize the CAF, they can organize anything. So we're going to organize how the internet should be and what. So this is an example here. Okay, we continue. Then, so the internet is global, it's for the world. But if you're a company, you can get your small internet for you only. We call it extranet. So in the internet, it's for the global, it's open, anyone can do whatever. But if you're a company and you have your personal internet, your personal network, we can call it intranet. If you try to open it a bit for your supplier, your customer, maybe to order some stuff or what, then if it's a bit bigger, you add more people, we call it extranet. So have a look on this and we continue. Okay, we continue. Okay, all this stuff you can read yourself. It's not too much important. Okay. We have a video how to download packet tracer, and how to install. a video how to use packet tracer. I did ask you 3 weeks ago to do that, so you should know, but we'll have time to do many times. And when you have a network, it should be good. It's like you're building a house. It should be well done. If a wind comes, it must not fall. I should get a kitchen, bedrooms, and it will be well organized. Also, the network should have some features. Fault tolerance, no SCON. The day we are happy, it's on. When we are not happy, we cut it. No. The network should be on all the time. People should be able to work all the time. We should be able to make it bigger. So when you build your network, make sure you have space. In case you hire more people, you can add more PCs and everything should work properly. So we call it scalability. You must make some security. If your network is not safe, the hackers, we can come and steal your stuff, put everything down. Your network, if you're using IP phones, telephony, or a call center, we call it quality of service. You must give priority to your voice first to be managed before your emails and other. We call it quality of service. So check this, it's very important when you do networking. Okay, we continue. So now we're going to explain each of them. What is fault tolerance? What is scalability? What is quality of service? What is security? We're going to explain each of them here. So if you have a network, if one fails, people should be able to go a plan B, a backup. Imagine you work in a bank, there is no network, you see. Or home affairs, you know home affairs, nah? When you go, we see network is down, people must go home. It's not good. Scalability, you should be able to expand quickly to make it bigger. Quality of service, if you use IP phones, make sure the voice traffic is number one before any others. You can read here. And you can, put some security in place for your network. Login, password, and what. So you can read here. This is very important. You can check. Okay. So you should protect your, no one should access your building. You should have access card. And you see, so we'll have time, we have a chapter. The third part of CCNA, CCNA3, will do all these stuff. Okay, here, always you can just read, not too much important. Collaboration is what we are doing. We use Teams or Google Meet or WhatsApp group to make calls, to teach, to have meetings. It also video communication, cloud computing, and we have a chapter on that. So all this stuff we don't need for now. Network security will also get a chapter. When you have your network, you need to put a device called a firewall. It's a device that will filter the traffic. Mm. What can come in, what can go out. For example, you can say, okay, I'm going to block all users to watch YouTube and Facebook between 8 o'clock and 2 p.m. Or I'm not going to allow people to download stuff. Or I will allow. So a firewall is a set of rules to allow traffic in or out, or deny traffic in and out. For now, it's for you to get an idea of the info. At a later stage, we will do the configs. If you don't put the firewall, the hackers will bring viruses, spywares, and also inside your network, you can put antiviruses to avoid virus and all this stuff. So all these things, we'll have a chapter on them to do. So have a look and we continue. Okay, we can continue. Security solution. Yeah. So you see, you must put antiviruses, anti-spyware software in your company. You can install a firewall to filter the traffic. If you don't do that, anyone can come in your house, do whatever, eat your food, go out without, you can steal your money. So you must put a door, security gate, and what. Okay, all of these things are security, some theory that will go through them. Access control list, IPS, there are some devices you can put in your network to filter the traffic. So this is your internet, this is your router, this is your company, and you have a firewall here. So from your company, if people want to go, for example, to Facebook, and you say on your firewall, I deny my people to go to Facebook between 8 o'clock and 10 or 2 p.m. When someone wants to go to Facebook, it will check the rules. If it's allowed, it will go. If not allowed, it will get blocked. Same thing for internet. Some guys want to watch porns, you can block them. So it depends on which rules you put here. If you have questions, just unmute yourself, tell us your name, and ask your questions. Okay, no question.
Denise,
Dennis, you have
yeah,
a question? Yeah,
yes. I wanted to know when you're blocking people,
yeah.
are you also going to be blocked or you just blocking other people and you're going to have access?
Mm. Okay, that's
Yep.
why. Very good question. When you have, so you see here, I have a PC, I have a PC, and I have my switch. Feel free to ask questions. There is no silly questions. We are all here to learn. So feel free, ask any type of question. It's fine. And that question will help everyone. You can come here. This is, oh, no. Here. And before that, I can remove. I can have my firewall. This is my firewall. Hold on. I use this guy, clean firewall. I yeah. So in that firewall, I'm going to put some rules. So this guy is like a security guy. And if I tell the security guy, you know what? Allow only male students to come in the building. If Denise comes, you're not a male. You say, sorry, you're not a male. I cannot allow you to go. So every device is identified by the IP address. That's why we have the IP address 192.168.1.2, for example. And with subnet mask, for example, 255.255.255. Oh, that's zero. So everyone in the network is have an ID. So if I don't want Denise to go, I say, okay, you know what? Firewall, if you see an IP like that, don't allow, block it. You see. Or if you're in a department, yeah, finance department, for example. Okay, sorry, field color. Yeah. Finance department, anyone in finance department, block them. So you can block one guy only, or you can block a group of people. Yeah. Are you happy with your answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Thank you. We continue. Now here, IT professional. It's some explanation. What is CCNA? After CCNA, what you can do. If you want to, after your CCNA, you can check on internet. Cisco has a website where you can look for jobs, but you must finish your CCNA first if you don't have. You can check that in NetAcad. You can check. Yeah. Then that's all for this. For chapter 1, it's a very short one. It's a general stuff. If you have questions, you can ask, else we go to chapter 2. That is the most important one that I want us to do. So chapter 2 is very nice. We do some practice on. The chapter 2 is a bit of configuration. It's what students will like the most. Basic switch and end device configuration. You just purchase your cell phone and you can configure it. Change the language, the color, change the ringtones, change whatever you want to be happy with your cell phone. It's the same thing for the switch or for the router. So I'm not, so the program, so when you have a laptop, we have Windows that will manage your laptop. We call it the operating system. The same thing if you have a switch, if you have a cell phone, it's Android or iPhone, iOS. But for a router or for a switch, we call it the iOS, Internet Working Operating System. It's that program that will manage your router or your switch. So what is an operating system? It's a kind of program that will manage your device. That's all. Make it simple. If you have a PC, it's called Windows. If you see GUI, it means graphical user interface. And something like that. A picture with graphical user interface. If it's not graphical user interface, it's a command line, CLI, like we did last time. Command line interface with comments, or you just click. So read this one and we continue. Okay. Why we do all this? Because we're going to use the command line interface a lot. CLI, the program that we will use to run, configure our device is called the CLI, the iOS, Internet Working Operating System, and we use the command. It's not like Windows, you click, we use some commands. Okay. So this guy is called a console cable. When you buy your router or your switch and you want to do some basic configs before you put in the company, you use that to configure basic stuff. Change the name or what. Then if you're at home and you want to connect to your switch that is in your office, you can remotely connect via SSH or Telnet. We'll have time to do that. So it connects to remotely connect to your router or your switch that is at office, and you work from home. So iOS navigation. So your if you have your laptop and you want to connect your laptop to the router or the switch to do some configuration quick, you use this cable. Plus, on your laptop, you must install a program called terminal emulation. So, for example, I take my switch here, I open my switch. What's that? No, I open, sorry, it's my PC. I'm on my PC. I go to terminal. We'll have time to do that. For now, it's just general info. You terminal, here you don't change anything. You click OK. Then you could see whatever you want to see. So I have my PC. I use a console cable because I want to do some quick config from my laptop to. So if you want to use a port with your console cable, you use RS232. You click on it, you go to the switch, and you use the console cable, the console port. Why? Console cable, I go to terminal, I don't touch anything here, and now you can see that from my PC, I can see my switch. So today it's general info. We have time to do them step by step all the time. All the time. For the first time, you can see strange, but it's something very easy. What else we can check? iOS navigation. So if you log on with switch, we have, let's say, 3 powers. For example, I'm in my switch now from my PC. I'm in the switch and I want to do some configs. If you So we have three powers. Like when you drive your car, you have here two, the same thing. If you see the greater sign like this one, you cannot do much. It's only to view few things. So you need more power to do your configs. So to move from the, and this one we call it the user mode. If you're not sure, if you want to do a config and you're not sure what to do, you press question mark. So this one will help us to do the configuration, the question mark. For example, I'm stuck, I don't know what to type. You type question mark and it will help you to say, okay, from here, you can use one of these commands. So here you cannot do much. It's like a cleaner in a company. You cannot do much. Just clean, clean, clean. Now, if you want to get a bit of power, you go to another mode. We call it the privilege mode. You tap enable. See? You press enter. Now you can see that it has changed. This is the user mode. This is the privilege mode where you can view more comments. See, here you cannot do much. But if you're in the privilege mode, you can do more. If I press many things, you press enter, enter, you can see you have more power. Now, if you want to change your, to do the configs, the configuration, changing the name, do whatever you want to do, change the color, you go to the config mode, global config mode. For that, you tap configure terminal. It means I want now to configure my stuff. You press enter. Now you see you're in the global config mode. So here you can do many things. For example, the switch is here. I want to change it to CCNA. I want to give a name. Or max switch. There is a command. If you're not sure, question mark, and it will list you. And you can see I can use host name. This one will help me to change the name. So I type host name, max switch, and I press enter. You can see now the name has changed. So from this level, we can do all the configurations. So 1 minute, you can check this. What is it? Yeah, this one first. After this one, we have the global config mode. Okay, after that, what else we can learn? So these are, and you have a video that will explain the same thing I did explain now. The difference between the user mode, the privilege mode, and the global config mode. The same thing I explained. You have a nice video, you can watch it many times. And yeah, so you see, if you're in the user mode and you want to go to the privilege mode, you tap enable, and now you're in the privilege mode. If you want to, if you're in the privilege mode, you want to go to the global config mode, you type, okay, so this is the sign to show that I'm in the global config mode. You tap configure terminal. If you want to exit, to go back, you tap exit, and now you're no longer in the global config mode, you're in the privilege mode. So we'll have time to do all these. So we have a nice video explaining more how to use the CLI, the command line interface. Okay, so anything else, we have time to do that via a lab. So for now, it's a global information to prepare you. Please watch these videos many times, practice a bit. It's not difficult. You have also a video about all these. So this one, next time we'll do that. We'll do, we have a packet tracer here, basic device configuration. So what you can configure, and you can change the name of the root, the switch. You can set a password. And for example, if you want to configure password, this is an example. But we'll have time to do all these. So for now, just have a look on it. Okay, all these things, we'll have time to do them. How to encrypt password and all this stuff. Then we'll do them many times, many times. We have a video, we do some demo. And when you finish, you need to save your configuration. I will also show you. We also have a video. All this stuff, I'll do them. I'll show you via some labs. Okay. Okay, all this stuff, yeah, will. It seems long. It seems a lot, but it's nothing. You have a video, and that's one. So for this chapter, it's to introduce you to how to use the Windows for a switch of a router. We call it Internet Working Operating System. So please go through it a bit, and I'll use a lab to do the demo of all these things. So let me see. Yeah. Let me open this one and check. We'll finish soon. Next 10 minutes, we are done for today. I'm checking something. Everything we do here, it's exactly we do in companies. Huh? So you say, oh, and Denise, we just purchased a switch. Please do the config and put it in the server room. It's exactly the same thing. So if you open a packet tracer and you know how you know what to download them, when you're here, um, when you're in your course, you open. When you open your course, you have on your left side, you have all the chapters. You just need to click on it and read the same thing we did. And you go here, course index, to download all your packet tracer, your files. Packet tracer is the file. Packet tracer files are the files we will use to do the configurations. So with CCNA, we do more practicals. First thing first, via packet tracer. Then I'll try to buy some equipment and we'll do the practical also at Scalability. So you come here, course index, and per chapter, you have everything. You have the videos per chapter, everything. If you want to filter per video, for example, I want to check videos per chapter, you check videos only, and it will list per chapter the videos that are there. Like this one, please watch for many times. We'll do some labs on them. Or I just want to download my packet tracer files. You select packet tracer, and per chapter, you click here, you download both. The first one is the real packet tracer is the blue one. On top is the question paper that is also in packet tracer. When you are done, you can go back, you download the second one. You see, you download. When you download all of them, put them safely in a file, in a folder. You see, may I say labs, and you're here. So I can tell you guys, next time we're going to do lab 212146. Then you download, you prepare a bit, you try to do it yourself a bit, then I'll show you. So when you double click, you'll see such thing like that. You'll see the topology here, and you'll see the question paper. So the same question paper is in PDF. You can zoom in. If it's too small, you zoom in. And we're going to do chapter 2. Everything we did today, everything that in the video, we'll do step by step. No need to rush, no need, step by step. Very simple, very easy. So next time we'll go through that. So for now, if you have, for example, I'm going to open a normal packet tracer. If I tap Cisco packet tracer on top here, and you bring, for example, a switch. If you see this thing down here, it means it's loading the system. It's loading, and then you press enter, enter. You click inside, enter, enter. So this is the user mode. I want to go to the privilege mode. I tap enable, I press enter. You can see now I'm in the privilege mode. I want to go to the configuration mode. I tap configure terminal, enter, enter. Now I'm in the global config mode. So all this stuff, if I want to change the name, I type question mark, for example. For now, I don't know, but you will know them. Host name is a command to change the name. We'll do all of them step by step. It's not difficult. So I type host name, and I type CCNA. See, press enter, enter, and this is CCNA. Now, if you want to save your work, you tap copy, run, start. So always tap next time, we'll do it step by step. Today, it was just to give you a big picture. Then next time we'll take a lab step by step and we do. Any questions? Denise, you have again a question?
No.
Okay, because I see your hand is up there. Okay, I also teach at CPUT, and for now we are on holiday, so I'm free. So my advice for us is to try to do as many days just to push a bit. So I'm free tomorrow night, the same thing we are doing now, or Saturday morning. So which option do you prefer? So we'll do a lab, that lab 2.1.4.6. I'll explain to you step by step all the comments that we did in chapter 2 today. So should we do it tomorrow night, the same thing, so that you have your whole weekend to practice? Or you want to study a bit first and Saturday morning, 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, yeah, let's say 10 o'clock. We take only 1 hour to do the lab. What do you want? Okay, if there is no answer, it's fine. So me, I'll give you tomorrow to study, and Saturday morning from 10 to 11, only 1 hour, we'll go through this lab. Everything will be recorded. And what is nice, you have the same thing explained also in the videos in the NetAcad. So thank you very much, guys. Let me check the attendance, because I need to send all these things to Scalabrini. So, oh, what is here? View report. So Charlie is in, Christina, Denise, Esther, Monica, Sten, Gandu, John, Rosie is in. Who is Taki Pedro? So who is that? Do you know him? Who is Taki Pedro? Okay. If please tell me who you are, else I'm going to block this caller. Okay. So yeah, this is what we did for today. I'm going to send this one to Scalabrini. And Saturday morning, our next meeting, Saturday morning, Saturday from 10 to 11, only 1 hour, I will do this lab. So what you have to do, study properly chapter 2, watch the videos so that when I do the demo, it will be easier for you. And yourself must practice. CCNA is about you learn and you practice a lot. If you have issues, paste it in the group. We are here to help you. Okay, thank you very much, guys. And we meet again on Saturday morning, 10 o'clock, 10 to 11. Thank you very much.